Number 1, setting the foundation for self-discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And defining self-discipline and why it matters. Welcome to this journey, one that leads us to explore what many have described as the most fundamental key to success: self-discipline. Now, self-discipline is a term we hear often. We know it's important. We understand it intellectually. But how often do we stop and examine what self-discipline really is, and more importantly, why it matters? Self-discipline is the ability to make yourself do what you know needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's that steady internal strength that keeps you on course, even when the road gets tough. It's making decisions today that will bear fruit tomorrow. It's setting aside short-term comforts for long-term rewards. We've all been there, starting a new goal, brimming with excitement, determined to make a change. Maybe it's a fitness goal, a financial target, or a new skill you're eager to learn. But here's the reality: after that initial rush fades, sticking to that goal, showing up day in and day out, that's the real challenge. We feel the call of comfort, the pull of old habits, the allure of just one day off. And suddenly that goal seems further and further away. Self-discipline is about more than just achieving goals. It's about who we become along the way. It shapes our character, sharpens our focus, and strengthens our resolve. The world around us constantly offers distraction, instant gratification, and tempting alternatives to the path we know we should take. But with self-discipline, we can rise above these influences and remain true to our vision and our values. The long-term benefits of self-discipline. So why does self-discipline matter so deeply? Why is it the foundation of success, happiness, and fulfillment? Because without it, all the dreams, aspirations, and goals we set will remain just that, dreams. Self-discipline is the secret ingredient that turns ideas into reality, potential into achievement. Think of self-discipline as the bridge that connects your goals to the outcomes you desire. In our health, self-discipline means choosing the salad over the cake, going to the gym when we'd rather stay in bed, drinking water instead of soda. It's not glamorous in the moment, but it's what keeps us strong, energetic, and thriving in the long term. Self-discipline is the reason some people have boundless energy, sharp minds, and bodies that are fit and resilient, even as they age. In our finances, self-discipline means saving a portion of every paycheck, investing wisely, avoiding impulse purchases, and resisting the temptation of debt. It may feel tedious at first, but over time, self-discipline rewards us with financial freedom, the ability to provide for our loved ones, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing we are in control of our financial future. In our relationships, self-discipline is the patience to listen, the humility to apologize, the empathy to understand, and the kindness to forgive. It's what allows us to nurture strong, enduring connections with the people we care about. Relationships require work, and self-discipline is what fuels that work. It's easy to give up on someone, to walk away, or to let misunderstandings fester. But with self-discipline, we can put in the effort required to build and maintain healthy, meaningful relationships. Motivation vs. discipline. Let's clarify an important point here. Self-discipline is not the same as motivation. Motivation is great. It's the spark that gets us started, the surge of energy that propels us into action. Motivation is what makes you want to achieve a goal, what makes you dream about a better future, what lights that fire in your heart. But motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes like the wind. And if we rely solely on motivation, we'll never get anywhere. Self-discipline, on the other hand, is the engine that keeps you going even when motivation fades. It's the habit of doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Think of motivation as the match that lights the flame, but discipline is the wood that keeps the fire burning. Motivation can get you started, but discipline is what brings you to the finish line. Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. Discipline, then, is the habit of consistently making decisions that serve your goals. It's waking up early to exercise, even on a rainy day when you'd rather stay in bed. It's working on that side project after a long day at work because you know it will move you closer to your dreams. It's saying no to distractions and yes to your purpose, even when the easier path is more tempting. The role of commitment. Now, let's talk about commitment. Because self-discipline doesn't happen without commitment. Commitment is the glue that binds us to our goals. It's the inner promise we make to ourselves, the decision to keep showing up, no matter what. Without commitment, discipline becomes an empty exercise, something we may attempt but soon abandon. Commitment is saying, I will stay the course. Come what may, it's the decision to stand firm, to persevere even when obstacles arise, To remain loyal to your vision is making a decision once and then no longer negotiating with yourself. When you're committed, you don't ask, do I feel like doing this today? Instead, you simply act. You follow through because you decided long ago that this is what you're going to do. This is why self-discipline is transformational. It's a journey that reshapes us from the inside out. Each day, each small act of discipline strengthens us, gives us more confidence, builds our resilience. Every time we choose discipline over comfort, we are teaching ourselves that we are capable, that we have control, that we are in charge of our lives. And with each act of discipline, we move closer to the person we aspire to be, setting the stage for a transformational journey. So why is the journey of self-discipline so powerful? Because it's a journey that doesn't just change our actions, but transforms our very nature. Think of self-discipline as a muscle. Just as we train our physical muscles through exercise, we train our self-discipline through repeated practice. Each time we resist a temptation, each time we push through a challenge, each time we choose the path of discipline over the path of comfort, that muscle gets stronger. And here's the beautiful thing: the stronger that muscle becomes, the easier it is to use. Just as lifting a heavy weight becomes easier with practice, choosing self-discipline becomes more natural with time. Eventually, discipline becomes part of who we are. It's no longer something we have to force ourselves to do. It's simply what we do. We become the kind of person who does what needs to be done, not because we have to, but because that's who we are. As we embark on this journey together, remember that the goal is not perfection, but progress. Self-discipline is not about never making mistakes or always having perfect control. It's about showing up day after day with the willingness to improve, to grow, to keep moving forward. So, as we dive into this series, I invite you to commit to this journey. Decide now that you're going to take this path, that you're going to strengthen that muscle, that you're going to embrace the process. Because at the end of this journey, you'll find that self-discipline is not just a skill or a habit, it's a way of life. It's the foundation of every great achievement, the secret behind every success story, the key to a life of purpose, fulfillment, and meaning. Self-discipline is the art of making decisions that serve our highest potential. It's the quiet strength that says, I will keep going. And it's that strength, that inner power, that transforms dreams into reality. Number 2, the building blocks of self-discipline. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day, while failure is simply a few errors in judgment, repeated every day. To cultivate self-discipline, we need to master the core building blocks that turn discipline from an abstract concept into a tangible practice. Think of these elements as the pillars that support our growth and bring consistency to our actions, setting us up for long-term success. When we embrace these principles, habits, willpower, consistency, focus, the 1% improvement approach, and self-reflection, we lay the foundation for personal and professional achievement. 1. Habits and rituals, the foundation of discipline. Let's start with habits and rituals. Habits are behaviors that, when repeated over time, become automatic and require less conscious effort. The value of a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Success is not the result of one grand gesture, it's the natural outcome of small, consistent actions that align with our goals. Think about this: if we brush our teeth daily, it's no longer a conscious effort. It's simply part of who we are, an ingrained habit. The same principle applies to discipline. When we create habits that support our goals, discipline becomes second nature. The importance of starting small. Building habits that promote discipline doesn't require massive changes overnight. It begins with small, manageable actions. For instance, if you want to develop a habit of reading, start with 5 pages a day. Over time, these small steps compound. Imagine someone who reads just 5 pages a day in a month. They'll have read about 150 pages, and in a year, close to 1,800 pages. That's several books, all from a simple, consistent habit. Creating intentional rituals. While habits are automatic, rituals are habits with meaning. A ritual is a consistent routine that serves as an anchor, grounding us in purpose and bringing intention to our actions. A morning ritual could include journaling, setting daily intentions, or practicing gratitude. An evening ritual might involve reflecting on the day's progress and planning for tomorrow. These rituals don't just keep us on track, they strengthen our focus. When we begin and end each day with routines that align with our goals, we're far more likely to follow through. 2. Willpower, the spark that ignites discipline. Willpower, or self-control, is the ability to make choices that align with long-term goals over immediate gratification. When we talk about willpower, we're talking about the ability to resist temptation, to say no when it's easier to say, and to stay the course even when distractions arise. Rohn often said, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment, and willpower is the strength that builds that bridge. Willpower as a limited resource. Then, with it, research shows that willpower is a finite resource. As we make decisions throughout the day, our willpower can become depleted. This is why it's often easier to make disciplined choices in the morning. By the end of the day, after dozens of decisions, our mental energy is lower. One way to counteract this is to structure our day in a way that minimizes the need for willpower. For example, preparing meals in advance reduces the temptation to make impulsive food choices. Strengthening willpower through practice. Willpower is like a muscle. The more we exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Small acts of self-control practiced consistently can improve our ability to make disciplined choices over time. Simple exercises such as taking a cold shower or saying no to a minor temptation can strengthen our willpower. 3. Consistency, the key to lasting change. If there's one secret to self-discipline, it's consistency. Discipline is the backbone of success. Why? Because discipline requires us to show up day in and day out, regardless of motivation or mood. Consistency compounds over time, yielding results that would be impossible through sporadic effort. Why consistency matters. Consistency turns small actions into transformative results. It's the difference between someone who exercises sporadically and someone who exercises daily. While the former may see some benefits, the latter achieves lasting change. This is because consistency keeps us engaged, allowing us to build momentum. It's like rolling a snowball down a hill. With each roll, it gains more size and speed. The same goes for our progress. Building consistency through structure. To be consistent, it helps to create structure in our lives. Having a set time to work on our goals each day makes it easier to stay disciplined. For example, scheduling a daily writing session at the same time every morning removes the guesswork and builds a rhythm. The more we practice, the less effort it takes to stay consistent. 4. Focus, directing energy toward what matters. Focus is the art of concentrating all our energy on a single point. Rohn often spoke about the importance of clarity and purpose in achieving goals. Without focus, even the best intentions can get lost in the noise of daily life. Discipline without focus is like a flashlight with scattered light. But discipline with focus becomes a laser, able to cut through distractions and stay on target. Eliminating distractions. To cultivate focus, we need to eliminate distractions. This might mean turning off notifications, setting boundaries, or creating a dedicated workspace. Multitasking dilutes our efforts, while focused work amplifies them. When we direct our attention to a single task, we bring our full mental resources to bear, making us more productive. Mindfulness and staying present. A key to focus is mindfulness. When we practice being fully present in the moment, we strengthen our ability to concentrate. Mindfulness allows us to bring our attention back when it wanders, creating a discipline of focus that serves us in all areas of life. 5. The 1% improvement approach, small gains for big results. The 1% improvement approach, often referred to as the aggregation of marginal gains, is a philosophy that emphasizes small, consistent improvements, rather than aiming for massive change overnight. This approach encourages us to make tiny improvements each day. Rohn captured this when he said, "Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day." The power of compounding. If we improve by just 1% each day, that may seem insignificant at first. But over time, those small gains compound. In a year, a 1% daily improvement leads to a 37-fold increase in results. Imagine someone who invests an extra 10 minutes a day in learning a new skill. That's just 1% of their day, yet over time it can make them an expert. Applying the 1% rule to different areas. The 1% approach can be applied to any area of life: fitness, finance, relationships, or career. If we focus on small, consistent improvements, we'll achieve lasting change. For example, if our goal is to read more, starting with 1 page a day and gradually increasing by a small amount is much more sustainable than trying to read a book a week from the start. This approach builds confidence and reinforces our sense of discipline. 6. Self-reflection, the discipline of learning from experience. Self-reflection is the practice of looking back, assessing our progress, and learning from our experiences. Don't let your learning lead to knowledge. Let your learning lead to action. Self-reflection allows us to turn knowledge into actionable insights that improve our discipline over time. The role of self-reflection and self-discipline. Self-reflection is an essential tool for maintaining discipline. By regularly assessing our actions, we can identify what's working, what isn't, and where we can improve. This practice keeps us on track and prevents us from making the same mistakes repeatedly. Creating a habit of self-reflection. Set aside time each day or week to review your goals and evaluate your progress. Ask yourself questions like, did I follow through on my commitments today? What obstacles did I face? And how did I handle them? What small adjustments can I make to improve? Journaling can be an excellent way to capture these reflections. By regularly examining our choices, we develop a deeper awareness of our habits and patterns, empowering us to make disciplined choices moving forward. Building discipline from the ground up. When we combine these building blocks habits, willpower, consistency, focus, the 1% improvement approach, and self-reflection, we create a powerful foundation for self-discipline. Each one reinforces the others, creating a system of discipline that becomes self-sustaining. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. With these building blocks in place, discipline transforms from a struggle into a natural part of who we are. We no longer rely on willpower alone. We have habits and routines that support our goals. We have focus guiding us to work on what truly matters. And through self-reflection, we learn, grow, and refine our path. This is the art of discipline, not a momentary effort, but a lifelong journey of growth, improvement, and purpose. Number 3, setting goals and the power of vision. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. Goal setting and vision are essential components of self-discipline. Without clear goals, it's like setting sail without a destination. We may be moving, but we're not getting anywhere meaningful. When we pair our goals with a powerful, compelling vision, we create a deep motivation that fuels our discipline and keeps us on track through obstacles and distractions. In this section, we'll explore the importance of goal clarity, effective goal-setting techniques, and how a powerful vision can be the driving force behind a disciplined life. 1. The importance of clarity. Setting goals begins with clarity. Clarity means understanding exactly what we want, why we want it, and the steps we'll need to take to get there. The clearer the goal, the greater the discipline. When we're clear on what we want, we're more likely to focus, prioritize, and take consistent action, making discipline less about willpower and more about direction. Clarity is essential because it prevents us from drifting. Without a clear sense of purpose, we're easily swayed by temporary distractions or impulsive desires. But with clarity, we have a roadmap. Each action, each choice, and each decision is filtered through the lens of our goals. Self-reflection for clarity. To gain clarity, it's helpful to engage in self-reflection and ask ourselves deep questions. What do I truly want to achieve? Why does this goal matter to me? What would it feel like to achieve this goal? What am I willing to commit to or sacrifice to make it happen? Take time to write down your answers. Clarity is not just knowing the what, but understanding the why. When we know why something matters to us, we're more likely to stay disciplined in pursuit of it. This clarity serves as the foundation for setting effective, actionable goals. 2. The SMART goals method, setting goals that work. One of the most effective ways to set clear, actionable goals is by using the SMART goals method. SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Let's break down each component and understand how they contribute to building self-discipline. Specific. A specific goal is one that leaves no room for ambiguity. Instead of saying, I want to be healthier, a specific goal would be, I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 3 months by exercising 4 times a week and following a healthy meal plan. When our goals are specific, we know exactly what actions to take. Measurable. A measurable goal has a quantifiable element, allowing us to track our progress. Measuring progress is essential for self-discipline because it provides us with feedback. When we can see how far we've come, it's easier to stay motivated. For example, if our goal is to write a book, a measurable goal could be write 500 words a day each day. We can track our word count and measure our progress. Achievable. An achievable goal is realistic given our current resources, skills, and time. Setting goals that are challenging but within reach is important for building confidence and maintaining discipline. For instance, if we've never exercised before, a goal of running a marathon next month might be unrealistic. Instead, a more achievable goal would be run a 5,000 within the next 3 months. Relevant. A relevant goal is one that aligns with our values, interests, and long-term vision. This alignment is critical for discipline. When a goal resonates with our core values and our sense of purpose, we're more likely to stay committed to it. If our long-term vision is to lead a healthy life and inspire others, a relevant goal might be to earn a certification in personal training. Time-bound. A time-bound goal has a deadline. Deadlines create a sense of urgency, pushing us to take action. For example, instead of saying, "I want to save money," a time-bound goal would be, save $1,000 over the next 6 months by setting aside $40 each week. By using the SMART goals method, we're setting ourselves up for success. Each element of a SMART goal provides a concrete foundation for discipline, making it easier to stay on track and evaluate progress. 3. Vision the bigger picture. Goals are essential, but they're even more powerful when connected to a bigger vision. Vision is our why, the deeper purpose that inspires and drives us. A compelling vision is what allows us to overcome challenges and persist even when the journey is difficult. The ability to see things as they could be, not as they are. A vision answers questions like, what kind of life do I want to create? Who do I want to become? What impact do I want to make? When we're deeply connected to our vision, self-discipline becomes a natural expression of that commitment. For instance, if our vision is to become a successful entrepreneur, waking up early, working hard, and staying disciplined becomes easier because we're driven by something greater than immediate comfort. Creating a compelling vision. To develop a vision that fuels discipline, start by imagining your ideal life. What do you see? Who are you with? What are you doing? And what are you doing? And what impact are you making? Write down this vision in detail, describing it as vividly as possible. This vision will serve as your North Star, guiding your actions and decisions. Vision boards and visualization exercises can also help. A vision board, a collection of images, words, and symbols that represent your goals, can serve as a daily reminder of what you're working toward. Each time you see it, you're reminded of your purpose, reinforcing your discipline. 4. Aligning goals with purpose, finding meaning in discipline. Discipline becomes far more sustainable when our goals align with our purpose. Purpose gives meaning to our actions. Purpose is the reason you journey. Passion is the fire that lights the way. When we feel connected to our purpose, discipline is no longer something we have to force ourselves into. It becomes a natural byproduct of our commitment to that purpose. For example, if our purpose is to improve the lives of others through teaching, our goal might be to develop a unique course or share valuable insights online. Because the goal aligns with a deep sense of purpose, we're more likely to stay disciplined in our efforts, even when progress is slow. The power of self-discipline in aligning purpose and goals. When we're clear on our purpose, we're able to set goals that are meaningful. Discipline becomes an act of service to that purpose. Each action we take brings us closer to fulfilling our vision, adding a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction to every step we take. 5. Visualization, bringing your vision to life. Visualization is a powerful technique for maintaining discipline. When we visualize our success, we mentally rehearse the future we desire, strengthening our commitment to it. Visualization is often used by athletes, performers, and high achievers to mentally prepare for success. It allows us to imagine the experience of reaching our goals, creating a mental blueprint that makes them feel more attainable. Practicing visualization for self-discipline. To practice visualization, find a quiet space, close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Begin by imagining your goal as if it's already achieved. Picture yourself living the reality you want, experiencing the emotions that come with success. Visualize the steps you took to get there, the sacrifices, the discipline, and the challenges you overcame. This mental rehearsal not only strengthens your commitment, but also primes your brain to recognize opportunities that align with your goals. It reminds you of the importance of staying disciplined, reinforcing your determination. 6. Goal review and adjustment, staying on track. Setting goals and creating a vision is only the beginning. Discipline also requires us to periodically review and adjust our goals as we progress. Life is dynamic, and as we grow, our goals and vision may evolve. Regularly reviewing our goals allows us to stay aligned and adapt our approach. The practice of goal setting and reflection. Reflection. Set aside time each month or quarter to review your progress. Reflect on questions such as, am I making progress toward my goals? Do my actions align with my vision and purpose? Are there areas where I need to improve or adjust my approach? By regularly assessing our progress, we ensure that we're not only disciplined but also effective in our efforts. This practice helps us stay motivated, keeping our vision alive and our goals in focus. Fueling discipline with purpose and vision. Goals give direction, but vision gives us the fuel to keep moving. When we set clear, smart goals and align them with a compelling vision, self-discipline becomes a natural extension of our commitment. It's no longer about forcing ourselves to stay on track. It's about aligning with our deeper purpose and allowing that purpose to guide us. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment, but it's a bridge we willingly walk when we're driven by a vision that excites us. Through clarity, smart goals, alignment with purpose, and the power of visualization, we cultivate a discipline that not only brings us closer to our dreams, but enriches our journey along the way. Number 4. Cultivating daily habits for discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Self-discipline is not just about making the big decisions, it's about the small, often mundane choices we make every day. Our habits, those actions we take automatically, form the backbone of our self-discipline. While motivation may get us started, it's our habits that keep us moving forward. By cultivating disciplined daily habits, we take control of our time, energy, and focus, transforming our lives step by step. This section will explore why daily habits are essential for discipline, powerful techniques to build and reinforce habits, and how to make consistency your ally in personal growth. 1. Why daily habits matter. Habits are actions we do so frequently that they become automatic. They're the routines and patterns that shape our days and ultimately our lives. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Each small, disciplined action compounds over time, leading to significant results. Daily habits matter because they reduce decision fatigue. By creating habits, we free up mental energy for more significant decisions. We don't have to think about brushing our teeth or putting on a seatbelt. These actions are automatic. The same can apply to fitness, reading, or productivity habits. Build momentum. Small habits generate a positive feedback loop. Each time we complete a habit, we reinforce our sense of self-discipline, making it easier to stay on track. Shape our identity. Our habits shape our identity. When we consistently exercise, write, or meditate, we begin to see ourselves as disciplined, healthy, and creative people. This self-identity makes us more likely to stay committed to our goals. 2. The habit loop. Understanding the cue, routine, reward cycle. One of the most powerful models for understanding and building habits is the cue, routine, reward cycle, as popularized by Charles Duhigg in The Power of Habit. This cycle consists of 3 key parts. Cue, a trigger that initiates the habit. It could be a time of day, a specific location, or an emotional state. For example, feeling stressed might be a cue for a snack habit, or hearing an alarm might cue a morning workout. Routine, the actual behavior or habit we perform. This could be anything from going for a jog to picking up a book. Reward, the benefit we receive from completing the routine. Rewards reinforce the habit by satisfying a craving or providing a sense of accomplishment. By understanding this loop, we can identify and modify our habits. Let's break down each part and how to harness it to cultivate disciplined habits. Creating effective cues. The first step to forming a new habit is to design clear cues. Cues are reminders that prompt us to engage in a behavior, so they need to be consistent and noticeable. If you want to start meditating, you might use the cue of sitting up in bed each morning as a reminder. If you want to start reading daily, place a book on your pillow so it's the first thing you see before bed. Designing rewarding routines. The routine is the action we want to turn into a habit. Make your routine straightforward and easy to start, especially in the beginning. For instance, if you want to build a habit of exercising, start with just 10 minutes a day. Gradually, as the habit becomes established, you can increase the duration. Building compelling rewards. Rewards reinforce the habit by giving us a reason to continue. For some habits, the intrinsic reward is enough. Exercising might give us an endorphin boost, or reading might bring joy and relaxation. For others, you may need to create an additional reward, such as treating yourself to a coffee after a workout or marking off a calendar for each day you complete your habit. 3. Habit stacking, building new habits on existing ones. A highly effective method for forming new habits is habit stacking, a term coined by James Clear in Atomic Habits. Habit stacking involves attaching a new habit to an existing one. Since the existing habit is already part of our routine, adding another action to it makes the new habit easier to remember and perform. For example, if you already brush your teeth every morning, you could add a habit of stretching for 5 minutes afterward. If you make coffee each morning, use that time to read a page from a personal development book. After you finish dinner, set aside 10 minutes to clean up your workspace. By linking habits together, you create a chain of disciplined actions that become part of your daily rhythm. Habit stacking makes it easier to build consistency because you're working with routines that already exist. 4. Starting small, the power of micro habits. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to cultivate new habits is setting overly ambitious goals from the outset. The key to building sustainable habits lies in starting small, so small that it seems almost effortless. This is where the concept of micro habits comes into play. Micro habits are tiny versions of larger habits. Instead of aiming to read for an hour each day, start with the goal of just reading a single page. Instead of committing to a 30-minute workout, start with 5 minutes. The idea is to make the habit so easy that it's nearly impossible to fail. As discipline is the beginning of mastery, these small, manageable actions lay the foundation for bigger, lasting habits. Starting small allows us to build consistency without overwhelming ourselves. As we gain confidence and our micro habit becomes part of our routine, we can gradually increase the intensity. This approach helps overcome resistance and build self-discipline step by step. 5. Consistency over intensity, mastering the long game. Consistency is the secret ingredient in habit formation. The key to mastery in any discipline isn't short bursts of intense effort. It's showing up day after day, even when it's challenging. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. To truly cultivate self-discipline, aim for consistency over intensity. Tracking progress for motivation. Tracking progress is a simple way to stay consistent. Whether it's a fitness app, a journal, or a habit tracking app, visually seeing your progress can reinforce your commitment. Each check mark, each day logged, strengthens your belief in your ability to stay disciplined. Tracking also helps us identify patterns and make adjustments when we fall off course. Embrace the idea of being 1% better each day. The concept of improving by just 1% each day may seem trivial, but it's incredibly powerful over time. Just a 1% improvement in a habit each day can lead to monumental growth by the end of the year. This slow but steady improvement emphasizes consistency. Instead of expecting massive results overnight, focus on being slightly better than yesterday. This mindset fosters patience and resilience, which are essential for discipline. 6. Eliminating distractions, protecting your discipline. Building discipline requires focus, and one of the biggest obstacles to focus is distraction. In our fast-paced, technology-driven world, distractions are everywhere, from social media notifications to endless streaming content. To build disciplined habits, we need to proactively eliminate or minimize these distractions. Identify your triggers. We're often distracted by specific triggers such as a notification sound, a specific time of day, or even certain emotions like boredom or stress. Identifying these triggers can help us take preventive action. If social media is a major distraction, set boundaries such as only checking it at certain times. Create a focus-friendly environment. Our environment plays a massive role in shaping our behavior. To cultivate discipline, create an environment that supports your goals and minimizes distractions. If you want to read more, keep books around your home. If you're focusing on fitness, have your workout gear ready. On the flip side, make it more difficult to access distractions. Turn off notifications, use website blockers, or even place your phone in another room while working. Practice the Pomodoro technique. The Pomodoro technique is a time management method that encourages focus by breaking work into 25-minute intervals, followed by a short break. This technique can help maintain focus while minimizing mental fatigue. After several Pomodoros, take a longer break. The structured work and rest cycle can make it easier to stay disciplined and focused, especially on tasks that require sustained concentration. 7. Breaking down big habits into micro habits. We often have ambitious goals that require large, complex habits. Instead of trying to tackle everything at once, break down these big habits into smaller, more manageable micro habits. For example, if your goal is to write a book, start with just writing 100 words a day. If you want to meditate for 30 minutes daily, start with 5 minutes. Micro habits make it easier to get started, reducing the mental barrier. Once the habit is established, you can gradually increase your commitment. This approach makes consistency achievable and prevents burnout. Building a habit-driven life. Cultivating disciplined daily habits is a powerful way to take control of our lives. By understanding and applying the habit loop, using habit stacking, starting small, and focusing on consistency, we can develop self-discipline that feels natural and sustainable. The road to mastery in any area of life is paved with small, consistent actions. We must all suffer one of two things, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. By choosing the pain of discipline, by building habits and making them a daily practice, we give ourselves the gift of a life aligned with our highest goals and values. Start today with one habit and allow it to be the foundation upon which you build your disciplined future. Number 5. Overcoming common obstacles in the discipline journey. Discipline is the foundation upon which all success is built. Lack of discipline inevitably leads to failure. The path to self-discipline is rarely smooth. No matter how motivated we are, we'll encounter obstacles that challenge our commitment and test our resolve. The journey toward discipline requires us to navigate through procrastination, self-doubt, distractions, and setbacks. Each obstacle, while discouraging at times, is also an opportunity to strengthen our discipline. This section delves into these common challenges and provides strategies for overcoming them. Understanding these roadblocks and having a toolkit of strategies will empower you to stay focused and keep moving forward on your journey toward mastery. 1. Confronting procrastination. Procrastination is one of the most pervasive obstacles to self-discipline. It's self-discipline. It's the voice in our head that says later or tomorrow, often rooted in fear or desire for immediate comfort. Procrastination tricks us into trading short-term ease for long-term goals. Why do we procrastinate? Procrastination usually stems from fear of failure or perfectionism. When we fear not performing perfectly, we delay starting, hoping that more time or a better plan will make it easier. Lack of clarity. When a task feels overwhelming or unclear, our brains often avoid it, preferring easier, more familiar activities. Instant gratification. Our minds are wired to seek pleasure and avoid discomfort. Tasks that require discipline are often not immediately rewarding, making procrastination tempting. Strategies to beat procrastination. The 5-minute rule. Commit to working on the task for just 5 minutes. This small commitment often bypasses procrastination because it seems so easy. Once you start, momentum usually builds, and you're more likely to continue or break down the task. If a task feels overwhelming, break it down into smaller, manageable steps. Instead of saying, I need to write a report, break it down into steps like outline the report, write the introduction, and so on. By focusing on one small piece at a time, the task becomes more approachable. Visualize the outcome. Before starting, take a moment to visualize the positive outcome of completing the task. Envision the satisfaction, progress, or success it will bring. This mental shift helps increase motivation and reduces the appeal of procrastination. Reward yourself. Create a reward system to reinforce progress. For example, after completing a challenging task, reward yourself with a small break, a snack, or a brief activity you enjoy. This positive reinforcement encourages continued discipline. 2. Eliminating distractions. In today's world, distractions are endless, from social media notifications to streaming services and the lure of multitasking. These constant interruptions can drain our focus and derail our discipline. Identifying major distractions. Distractions often fall into 2 categories. External distractions. These are physical interruptions like phones, social media, and noise. Internal distractions. These are mental distractions such as daydreaming, stress, or internal dialogue that pulls us away from the task at hand. Strategies to minimize distractions. Time blocking. Time blocking involves setting specific blocks of time for focused work, followed by breaks. During each block, commit to working on one task and eliminate all potential distractions. You might dedicate a 45-minute block for focused writing, followed by a 10-minute break. The Pomodoro technique. This method encourages focus by working in 25-minute intervals, known as Pomodoros, with a 5-minute break in between. After 4 intervals, take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. This structured work and rest cycle helps maintain focus while minimizing mental fatigue. Create a distraction-free environment. Adjust your environment to support focus. Turn off notifications, close irrelevant tabs on your computer, and even put your phone in another room if possible. Keep only the essentials in your workspace to minimize visual distractions. Set boundaries with others. Distractions often come from well-meaning family, friends, or colleagues. Set clear boundaries by letting them know when you're focusing and would prefer not to be interrupted. Use a do not disturb sign or communicate your work schedule if needed. 3. Overcoming self-doubt. Self-doubt can be a crippling obstacle to discipline. When we question our abilities or worthiness, we hesitate to take consistent action, fearing failure or criticism. Self-doubt can make every small misstep feel like confirmation that we're not capable. Recognizing self-doubt. Self-doubt often manifests as negative self-talk, thoughts like "I'm not good enough" or "this is too hard for me." Perfectionism, the belief that anything less than perfect isn't acceptable, leading to inaction. Imposter syndrome, feeling like a fraud or that your success is undeserved, even if you have evidence of competence. Strategies to combat self-doubt. Affirmations and positive self-talk. Challenge negative thoughts by replacing them with affirmations. For example, instead of thinking "I can't do this," tell yourself "I am capable and equipped to handle challenges." Regular affirmations help build a more resilient mindset. Reflect on past successes. Remind yourself of moments when you succeeded despite challenges. Keep a journal of achievements, however small, to boost your confidence. Reviewing your wins can help combat self-doubt and remind you of your capabilities. Take action despite doubt. One of the best ways to overcome self-doubt is to act in spite of it. Self-doubt often fades once you're actively engaged in a task. The act of starting creates momentum, and each step forward reinforces a positive self-image. Focus on learning, not perfection. Rather than aiming for perfection, approach tasks with a learning mindset. Mistakes and setbacks are part of growth. When we allow ourselves to learn from them, rather than see them as failures, self-doubt loses its power. 4. Setting boundaries to protect your focus. Boundaries are essential for maintaining discipline, as they safeguard your time, energy, and mental space. Without clear boundaries, other people's demands, unexpected tasks, and endless distractions can derail your discipline. Understanding the need for boundaries. Boundaries are limits we set to protect ourselves from overcommitment, burnout, and loss of focus. Healthy boundaries ensure that we have enough time and energy to dedicate to our goals. Strategies for setting effective boundaries. Prioritize your commitments. Evaluate your current commitments and prioritize the ones that align most closely with your goals. Saying yes to every request dilutes your energy. By prioritizing, you can focus more deeply on fewer things, making it easier to stay disciplined. Learn to say no. Saying no is one of the most powerful boundary-setting techniques. Politely but firmly decline requests that don't align with your goals. Remember, every no to a distraction is a yes to your growth. Block off non-negotiable time. Designate specific blocks of time as non-negotiable, reserved solely for your most important tasks. During these times, avoid taking calls, checking email, or responding to requests. Treat this time as sacred, a commitment to yourself. Communicate your boundaries clearly. Let others know about your boundaries. Whether it's setting work hours with your family or establishing response times with colleagues, clear communication can prevent misunderstandings and respect your need for focused time. 5. Managing setbacks and staying focused amidst failure. No journey toward discipline is free of setbacks. We all encounter unexpected challenges, from missed deadlines to failed projects. The key to overcoming these obstacles is how we respond to them. The nature of setbacks. Setbacks can be external, like an illness or unexpected event, or internal, like a lapse in motivation or a mistake. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, see them as learning opportunities and moments for growth. Strategies to manage setbacks effectively. Practice resilience and self-compassion. When you encounter setbacks, treat yourself with kindness rather than harsh self-criticism. Remind yourself that setbacks are normal and that persistence is part of the process. Self-compassion fosters resilience, making it easier to get back on track. Or reflect and learn from setbacks. Take time to analyze what led to the setback. Was it due to lack of preparation, unclear goals, or distractions? Use setbacks as feedback to adjust your approach. By learning from each setback, you build resilience and improve your strategies. Reset your goals. A. If a setback has made your original goal seem unmanageable, adjust it slightly to regain momentum. Rather than abandoning the goal, find a way to make it achievable again. Even a small step forward is better than no progress. Reframe failure as growth. Failures are stepping stones to success. Every person who has mastered discipline has encountered failures along the way. By reframing failure as a necessary part of growth, you're more likely to persist and learn. Embracing challenges as stepping stones to discipline. Overcoming obstacles is part of every discipline journey. Procrastination, distractions, self-doubt, and setbacks are not barriers to success. They are the refining tools that strengthen our resolve. The more we learn to manage these challenges, the more resilient and disciplined we become. When you face these obstacles, remember that they're opportunities in disguise. Each challenge you overcome builds your discipline and brings you closer to your goals. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. By learning to navigate these obstacles, you build the foundation of a disciplined, focused, and resilient life. Embrace the journey, because each step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Number 6. The role of environment and social circles in self-discipline. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Self-discipline is often viewed as a purely individual pursuit, a test of inner strength and personal resolve. While it's true that self-discipline comes from within, the environment we live in and the people we surround ourselves with play a massive role in either supporting or undermining our discipline. Imagine trying to stay committed to a goal while constantly facing negativity or distraction. No matter how strong your will, the power of your surroundings will impact your progress. This section explores the importance of creating an environment that fosters discipline and surrounding yourself with people who encourage growth. We'll look at practical steps to build a supportive environment, choose productive social connections, and leverage accountability to stay disciplined. 1. Understanding the influence of environment on self-discipline. Our environment subtly but powerfully affects our behaviors, choices, and mindset. Studies show that we're more likely to adopt habits and actions that align with our surroundings. For instance, if you're in an environment where discipline is valued, you're more likely to stay disciplined. Alternatively, a chaotic, distracting space can make it harder to concentrate, draining your willpower and making it difficult to stay focused. How environment shapes our behaviors. Influences choices. Our surroundings can either make healthy choices easier or add unnecessary obstacles. For example, if your goal is to read every day, having books within reach will make it easier to cultivate that habit. Effects. Focus. Cluttered or noisy spaces demand mental energy to filter out distractions, often reducing our capacity to focus and be productive. Impacts. Willpower. A supportive environment reinforces good habits with fewer temptations. Conversely, an environment filled with distractions drains our mental energy, making it harder to resist temptations and stay disciplined. 2. Creating a productive workspace. A productive workspace is a sanctuary for discipline. It's a place where you can focus, free from distractions and clutter. Think of your workspace as the foundation of your discipline. When it's designed to support focus and productivity, you're more likely to stay on track. Steps to build a productive workspace. Eliminate clutter. A cluttered space leads to a cluttered mind. Studies have shown that physical clutter competes for your attention, making it harder to concentrate. Clear your workspace of unnecessary items, keeping only the essentials. This simplicity reduces visual distractions and helps you feel more focused. Organize for efficiency. Arrange your tools and materials in a way that minimizes interruptions. Place items you frequently use, like a notebook or pen, within easy reach. An organized workspace saves time and mental energy, reinforcing a mindset of discipline. Set up visual reminders. Include reminders of your goals and values in your workspace. These could be quotes, vision boards, or written goals. Visual reminders serve as daily nudges, keeping your purpose at the forefront and reinforcing your commitment to discipline. Control noise levels. Noise can be a significant distraction, so manage your workspace's sound environment. Noise-canceling headphones or background music with no lyrics can help you stay focused. Alternatively, find a quiet space to work if possible, where interruptions are minimized. Ensure comfortable lighting and seating. Discomfort can easily distract you from your work, so invest in ergonomic seating and good lighting. Proper lighting reduces eye strain, while comfortable seating allows you to focus on your tasks without physical discomfort pulling you away. 3. The power of social circles in shaping discipline. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with underscores a profound truth. Our social circles significantly impact our behavior and mindset. Positive, motivated people can inspire us to stay disciplined, while negative, complacent individuals can drain our energy and deter us from our goals. Surrounding yourself with the right people can be a game changer for maintaining discipline. Why social connections matter in discipline. Reinforcement of habits. We tend to adopt habits that align with our social group's norms. If your friends value self-discipline, you're more likely to develop it too. Encouragement and support. Having people who encourage and believe in you boosts your resilience and helps you stay committed, especially when facing challenges. Accountability. When others know about your goals, you're more likely to stay on track. Accountability adds a layer of commitment, making it harder to abandon your goals. 4. Choosing supportive relationships. Our close relationships should be chosen intentionally. Spending time with people who share similar values and ambitions can positively impact your discipline. Seek out relationships that encourage growth, motivation, and positivity. Types of supportive individuals to include in your circle. Mentors. And mentors are individuals with experience and wisdom who can guide you on your path. They understand the challenges you'll face and can offer valuable insights and encouragement. Having a mentor keeps you grounded, focused, and motivated to pursue discipline with intention. Accountability partners. An accountability partner is someone who holds you responsible for your commitments. Share your goals with them and regularly check in to track progress. Knowing someone is invested in your success provides added motivation to stay disciplined. Growth-minded friends. Surround yourself with friends who are also focused on growth and improvement. These individuals will inspire you to keep pushing, and you'll be able to share insights, support, and encouragement on each other's journeys. Positive influences. Limit time with people who drain your energy or discourage your progress. While it may not always be possible to avoid negative individuals completely, focus on nurturing relationships with those who uplift and inspire you. 5. Strategies for building a supportive social circle. If your current social circle doesn't fully support your goals, it's possible to cultivate new relationships that align with your values and ambitions. Here are some strategies to help build a positive and supportive network. Finding like-minded individuals. Join clubs, groups, or classes. Whether online or in person, join groups related to your interests or goals, such as fitness classes, writing groups, or professional networks. Shared interests often lead to strong connections with individuals who support and encourage your discipline. Attend personal development events. Workshops, seminars, and conferences focused on personal growth attract people who prioritize self-discipline and improvement. Attending these events is an excellent way to expand your social circle with people committed to similar goals. Engage in online communities. Online platforms offer diverse communities dedicated to various interests and goals. From self-improvement forums to discipline-oriented social media groups, these platforms can connect you with individuals worldwide who share your values. Volunteer. Volunteering for causes you care about connects you with people who share your values. Working together for a common goal fosters deep bonds and brings you into contact with positive, disciplined individuals. 6. Leveraging accountability. Accountability is a powerful motivator for discipline. When others are aware of your goals and expect you to follow through, you're less likely to give in to distractions or procrastination. Accountability turns discipline from an abstract concept into a shared commitment. Techniques to build accountability. Regular check-ins with accountability partners. Set up weekly or monthly check-ins with your accountability partner to discuss your progress, challenges, and next steps. Consistent check-ins reinforce your goals and provide a structure to stay disciplined. Publicly commit to your goals. While it's not always necessary to broadcast every goal, public commitments can enhance accountability. For example, if you're training for a race, tell friends and family. Their awareness and encouragement can help you stay committed. Use accountability apps. Various apps and tools facilitate accountability, such as habit tracking apps where friends can see each other's progress, or platforms like Stick, where you commit to a goal and set stakes if you fail to follow through. 7. Maintaining boundaries with non-supportive influences. Not everyone in your life will support your journey toward discipline, and that's okay. Some people may be unintentionally negative or unconsciously discourage you. It's essential to manage these relationships effectively to protect your focus and mental space. Setting boundaries with non-supportive individuals. Limit time with negative influences. If you have people in your life who constantly criticize or undermine your goals, try to limit the amount of time you spend with them. Set clear boundaries and prioritize relationships that support your growth. Politely redirect conversations. If someone continually questions or criticizes your goals, practice redirecting conversations. Politely steer discussions toward neutral or positive topics to avoid negativity without severing the relationship. Stay committed to your vision. Remind yourself why you're pursuing discipline and that your journey is for your personal growth. Stay focused on your vision, knowing that some people may not understand your goals, and that's okay. Harnessing the power of environment and social circles for discipline. The journey towards self-discipline is challenging, but it doesn't have to be solitary. By intentionally shaping your environment and choosing positive influences in your social circle, you're setting yourself up for success. Every effort you make to create a supportive atmosphere and build accountability will pay dividends in your ability to stay disciplined. Your environment and social circle aren't just passive elements, they're active forces that can propel you toward your goals. Choose wisely, set boundaries where needed, and embrace the journey with the knowledge that discipline is more achievable when you're surrounded by people and spaces that support your growth and vision. Surround yourself with those who encourage, challenge, and uplift you. Create a physical and mental environment that aligns with your goals, whether it's a dedicated workspace, removing distractions, or seeking accountability partners. Remember, discipline flourishes when you intentionally curate the influences around you. Each day becomes easier, and each goal feels more attainable when your environment and connections are aligned with the person you aim to become. Number 7. Building mental resilience and emotional control. Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength. Self-discipline is often viewed as a matter of willpower and consistent action. However, the hidden engine that drives true discipline lies in mental resilience and emotional control. The ability to stay strong and focused when facing setbacks or emotional turmoil allows us to persevere, stay consistent, and ultimately achieve our goals. This section delves into the importance of cultivating mental resilience and mastering emotional control. By understanding the role of mental toughness, practicing mindfulness and meditation, and learning to see setbacks as growth opportunities, we can strengthen our foundation of discipline. 1. The importance of mental resilience and self-discipline. Mental resilience is the ability to adapt and bounce back from challenges, adversity, and setbacks. It's the bedrock of persistence and the anchor that keeps us steady in turbulent times. Without mental resilience, even the most disciplined individuals may find themselves derailed by difficulties or discouraged by temporary failures. Why mental resilience is essential for discipline. Long-term persistence discipline is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Challenges will come, and mental resilience helps us keep going when motivation runs low or obstacles arise. Stress management, high stress levels can weaken self-discipline and make us prone to impulsive decisions. Mental resilience improves our capacity to handle stress, allowing us to maintain focus. Learning from mistakes. Resilient individuals view mistakes as part of the learning process rather than signs of failure. This mindset fosters growth and encourages continued effort. 2. Mindfulness is a tool for emotional control. Emotional control is essential for maintaining discipline. Emotions are powerful and can easily derail our focus if not managed effectively. For instance, feelings of frustration, anger, or anxiety can cloud our judgment, leading us to make hasty decisions or abandon our goals altogether. Mindfulness practices teach us to observe our emotions without letting them take control. Mindfulness, in essence, is the practice of being fully present in the moment. By training our minds to focus on the present, we can separate ourselves from immediate emotional reactions and respond with intentional actions. Benefits of mindfulness for discipline. Enhanced focus. Practicing mindfulness improves concentration, allowing us to better ignore distractions and remain focused on our tasks. Reduced reactivity. Mindfulness helps us respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This is particularly helpful when faced with frustrating or challenging situations. Improved emotional awareness. By observing our emotions without judgment, we become more attuned to our emotional triggers, making it easier to manage and control our reactions. Mindfulness practices for building emotional control. Mindful breathing. This is a simple yet powerful way to ground yourself in the present moment. Take deep breaths, focusing solely on the sensation of air entering and leaving your body. This technique helps reduce stress and improves focus, especially in moments of emotional intensity. Body scan. A body scan involves mentally scanning your body for areas of tension and consciously relaxing them. This practice not only relieves physical tension but also helps calm the mind, reducing emotional reactivity. Mindfulness meditation. Regular mindfulness meditation, even for just 5 to 10 minutes a day, has been shown to improve emotional regulation, enhance focus, and increase overall mental resilience. Over time, meditation helps you develop a calm, focused mind that's less prone to being overwhelmed by emotions. 3. The role of meditation in strengthening mental resilience. Meditation is a cornerstone practice for building both mental resilience and emotional control. It's a tool that trains the mind to remain calm, focused, and resilient even under stress. Studies have shown that regular meditation can rewire the brain, enhancing areas responsible for emotional regulation, focus, and resilience. How meditation builds mental resilience. Increased self-awareness. Meditation enhances self-awareness, helping you understand and recognize your patterns of thought and emotion. This understanding allows you to address weaknesses in your self-discipline. Improved stress response. Meditation helps regulate the stress response, reducing the impact of stressful situations on your mental state. Development of patience and tolerance. Meditation helps cultivate patience, allowing you to endure difficulties and frustrations with composure. Types of meditation to build resilience. Focused attention meditation. This involves focusing your attention on a single point, such as your breath, a word, or an image. Focused attention meditation strengthens concentration and helps train the mind to avoid distractions. Loving kindness meditation, LKM. Also known as metta meditation, LKM involves generating feelings of love and compassion toward yourself and others. This practice is especially beneficial for emotional control as it fosters positive emotions and reduces negativity. Visualization meditation. Visualization involves imagining positive outcomes and visualizing yourself achieving goals. This type of meditation not only boosts motivation but also strengthens resilience by creating a mental image of success, keeping you focused during difficult times. 4. Visualization for mental toughness and goal achievement. Visualization is a powerful tool used by athletes, performers, and successful individuals to build mental toughness and prepare for success. By creating a mental image of achieving your goals, you reinforce your commitment to your discipline and strengthen your resilience. How visualization aids discipline and resilience. Strengthens commitment. Visualizing your goals solidifies your dedication and keeps you focused on what you want to achieve, helping you stay disciplined. Reduces anxiety. By mentally rehearsing success, you reduce anxiety and boost confidence, allowing you to approach challenges with a positive mindset. Prepares for adversity. Visualization can also involve imagining potential obstacles and mentally preparing for them, strengthening your resilience when real challenges arise. Steps to effective visualization. Define your goal. Clearly outline your objective. The more detailed your goal, the easier it is to visualize. For instance, if your goal is to complete a project, visualize each stage of progress and the feeling of accomplishment. Engage all senses. Make your visualization as vivid as possible by engaging multiple senses. Imagine the sights, sounds, and feelings associated with achieving your goal. This sensory detail strengthens the emotional impact and makes the visualization more effective. Practice daily. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing your success. The consistency of this practice reinforces your goal and strengthens your resilience, keeping you mentally prepared for challenges. 5. Handling emotions as opportunities for growth. Our emotions, especially during challenging times, offer insights into our strengths and weaknesses. Rather than suppressing emotions, embracing them as learning opportunities helps cultivate resilience. Each setback, frustration, or moment of self-doubt can serve as a lesson, strengthening your ability to handle future challenges. Strategies for using emotions as growth opportunities. Acknowledge emotions without judgment. When emotions arise, notice them without judgment. This self-awareness prevents impulsive reactions and helps you understand the root cause of your emotions, allowing you to respond constructively. Reflect on emotional triggers. Identifying the situations or thoughts that trigger negative emotions allows you to address underlying issues. This reflection helps you build strategies to manage similar emotions in the future. Turn setbacks into lessons. View setbacks as valuable learning experiences. Ask yourself what the situation has taught you and how you can apply that lesson in the future. This mindset shift turns obstacles into opportunities for growth. Practice emotional release. Holding on to negative emotions can sap mental energy and resilience. Engage in healthy practices like journaling, talking to a friend, or exercising to release pent-up emotions, restoring mental balance. 6. Using setbacks as opportunities for growth. Mental resilience thrives when we embrace setbacks as part of the journey rather than as signs of failure. Learning to use setbacks as stepping stones to growth strengthens our resolve and teaches us invaluable lessons that support our self-discipline in the long run. Reframing setbacks for growth. Reframe failure as feedback instead of viewing failure as a dead end. See it as feedback that offers insights into areas for improvement. Identify lessons learned after experiencing a setback. Take the time to identify the lessons you've learned. This reflection allows you to apply these insights in the future, making you more prepared and resilient. Celebrate resilience over success. Focus on celebrating your resilience rather than just the end result. The ability to keep going, even after setbacks, is a powerful achievement in itself. Practical steps to turn setbacks into growth. Reflect on the experience. After a setback, set aside time to reflect on what happened, why it happened, and how you felt. This self-reflection allows you to process the experience constructively. Create a plan for future challenges. Use the insights gained from setbacks to prepare for future challenges. Develop strategies that address the obstacles you encountered and reinforce your resilience. Acknowledge your effort. Recognize your effort and commitment, even if the outcome wasn't what you hoped for. Focusing on the positives of your journey builds confidence and reinforces your mental toughness. Building mental resilience and emotional control for discipline. Mental resilience and emotional control are foundational to self-discipline. They allow us to stay grounded in our goals, navigate challenges, and use every setback as an opportunity for growth. Through mindfulness, meditation, and visualization, we can strengthen our ability to manage emotions and build a resilient mindset that fosters long-term discipline. Remember that self-discipline is not about perfection, it's about persistence. In the face of adversity, lean into the practices that build resilience and emotional mastery. This approach not only supports your journey, but empowers you to achieve even the most ambitious goals. Number 8. Reward systems and the importance of celebrating small wins. Celebrate what you want to see more of. One of the most effective yet often overlooked components of building self-discipline is the power of rewards. Just as a spark ignites a flame, rewards create the momentum needed to stay motivated, pushing us forward with renewed energy and focus. Celebrating even small accomplishments doesn't just feel good, it reinforces positive habits, builds confidence, and strengthens the long-term discipline required to reach significant goals. In this article, we'll explore why rewards are crucial to maintaining self-discipline, the psychology behind them, and practical ways to celebrate progress. By learning how to effectively use rewards, we create a sustainable discipline system that makes the journey to success more rewarding and enjoyable. 1. Understanding the psychology of rewards. At its core, a reward system taps into our brain's natural desire for pleasure and satisfaction. When we complete a task, no matter how small, the brain releases dopamine, often referred to as the feel-good hormone. This release reinforces the behavior that led to the accomplishment, making us more likely to repeat it in the future. How rewards impact motivation and discipline. Positive reinforcement rewards reinforce positive behavior, making it more likely for us to repeat the behavior. When we celebrate progress, we train our brains to associate effort with a sense of achievement. Momentum-building rewards create a sense of forward momentum. With each small win, we become more motivated to continue, creating a cycle that builds self-discipline over time. Boosting self-esteem. Recognizing even minor achievements helps boost self-confidence. Each time we celebrate a win, we affirm our ability to succeed, reinforcing the belief that we are capable of reaching our goals. 2. Types of healthy rewards. It's important to differentiate between healthy and unhealthy rewards. While it may be tempting to indulge in activities or behaviors that provide instant gratification like eating junk food or binge-watching TV, these types of rewards can ultimately derail our progress. Instead, we should aim for rewards that support our well-being, reinforce discipline, and align with our overall goals. Examples of healthy rewards. Physical treats. Enjoying a relaxing massage, going to a spa, or treating yourself to a new book or piece of clothing can provide a sense of reward and relaxation without derailing your goals. Experiences. Planning a small trip, visiting a favorite coffee shop, or attending a concert can create lasting memories and provide something to look forward to as a reward for reaching a milestone. Investing in personal growth. Signing up for a workshop, buying a course, or investing in a mentor can be a reward that not only feels satisfying but also propels you further in your journey of self-improvement. Time off for hobbies. Reward yourself with dedicated time for hobbies or creative outlets. Whether it's playing an instrument, painting, or gardening, spending time on activities you love helps replenish energy and maintains balance. 3. Celebrating progress, the power of small wins. Celebrating small wins is one of the most effective ways to build momentum and motivation. When we celebrate our progress, we affirm that our efforts are meaningful, making it easier to stay committed to our larger goals. Small wins can be as simple as completing a chapter in a book you're reading, exercising for 5 consecutive days, or finishing a project milestone. The impact of celebrating small wins reinforces habit formation. Acknowledging each small step completed in the direction of your goal helps reinforce habits, gradually making discipline more effortless. Boosts confidence. Small wins remind us of our capability, fostering a sense of pride and reinforcing our belief in our ability to achieve bigger goals. Reduces overwhelm. Breaking down a big goal into smaller steps and celebrating each one reduces the sense of overwhelm. Each small success makes the journey feel more manageable and enjoyable. Practical ways to celebrate small wins. Create a progress journal. Document each achievement in a journal, writing down how it feels to make progress. This not only serves as a reminder of your success, but also builds a record of wins that you can reflect on when motivation dips. Share with others. And tell a friend, family member, or accountability partner about your achievements. Sharing your progress with others provides social reinforcement, and their encouragement can make the achievement feel even more meaningful. A reward with time for yourself. Give yourself permission to enjoy a few hours of personal time after reaching a milestone. Whether it's reading, going for a walk, or watching a favorite movie, spending time doing what you enjoy can feel like a refreshing reward. 4. How small wins build momentum. Momentum is essential for staying on course with discipline. It's that feeling of acceleration when progress becomes a bit easier because you're building on past achievements. Each small win, when celebrated, contributes to this momentum, pushing you forward with greater confidence and motivation. Over time, these accumulated small wins compound, turning into big results. Why momentum matters in discipline. Creates a positive feedback loop. With each small win, you experience a sense of reward, making it easier to stay disciplined. This cycle of success and reward builds a sustainable rhythm of discipline. Reduces the pressure of large goals. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by a long journey, small wins make the process more about gradual improvement, reducing the pressure and making it easier to stay focused. Builds resilience against setbacks. Having a record of small wins makes it easier to stay motivated after a setback. When you can look back on all the progress you've made, one hurdle feels less significant. The 1% improvement approach. The concept of 1% improvement emphasizes focusing on small daily improvements. Instead of trying to achieve major results immediately, aim for small, consistent gains. For example, reading just 1 page a day or exercising for 5 minutes can gradually turn into powerful habits. Each tiny improvement may seem insignificant in isolation, but over time it creates a foundation for major achievements. Practical application, the 1% improvement in action. Set a daily goal. Identify a small action that brings you closer to your ultimate goal. For instance, if you're trying to improve fitness, start with a 5-minute workout each day, gradually increasing the time. Track your progress. Use a simple chart or app to track each small improvement. Seeing your progress visually can reinforce your sense of achievement, Celebrate daily wins. At the end of each day, take a moment to acknowledge your progress. This can be as simple as saying well done to yourself, treating yourself to a healthy snack, or writing it down in your journal. 5. Creating a sustainable reward system. A sustainable reward system is one that reinforces your efforts without becoming a distraction. Instead of using rewards as a form of escape, aim to make them an integral part of your journey. Tips for creating an effective reward system. Set clear milestones. Define specific milestones for when you'll reward yourself, such as reaching the halfway point of a project or completing a week of consistent effort. Balance immediate and long-term rewards. While small daily rewards are beneficial, add in larger rewards for bigger achievements. This creates excitement around reaching each stage of progress. Focus on experiences over material rewards. Research has shown that experiences provide longer-lasting happiness than material possessions. Consider experiences like taking a day trip, trying a new hobby, or spending time with loved ones as meaningful rewards. Avoiding reward pitfalls. While rewards are powerful, be mindful of potential pitfalls. Over-rewarding can make progress feel too easy, while inconsistent rewards may reduce their effectiveness. Keep rewards proportionate to the effort you've put in and focus on long-term satisfaction rather than instant gratification. Celebrating success to fuel discipline. Celebrating small wins and implementing a healthy reward system transforms the discipline journey from a grind into a fulfilling experience. Rewards are not about indulging, they're about reinforcing behaviors, building momentum, and maintaining a positive outlook on progress. By understanding the psychology of rewards, choosing healthy incentives, and celebrating each milestone, you not only stay disciplined but make the journey enjoyable. Self-discipline becomes sustainable when it's fueled by consistent positive reinforcement, allowing you to push through challenges and stay focused on your goals. Remember, every small step forward is a reason to celebrate, and every celebration brings you one step closer to your ultimate success. Number 9. Reflecting and adjusting your discipline strategy. The unexamined life is not worth living. In the journey of self-discipline, one of the most powerful yet often overlooked practices is the art of reflection and adjustment. Achieving and maintaining discipline is not a one-time decision. It's a continuous process that evolves as we grow, face new challenges, and reach different milestones. Through regular self-reflection, we gain insights into what's working, what isn't, and how to align our discipline strategies with our changing goals and circumstances. In this article, we'll explore the significance of reflection in building self-discipline, discuss practical methods for evaluating progress, and examine how adjusting our strategies can create a sustainable and adaptable approach to achieving long-term goals. 1. The importance of reflection in discipline. Self-reflection allows us to step back from our daily routines, consider our progress objectively, and gain insights into the habits, strategies, and beliefs that drive us. While discipline often demands that we stay committed and consistent, it also requires us to be flexible and willing to make necessary changes. Reflection provides the opportunity to do both. How reflection enhances discipline. Identifying patterns and triggers. By taking time to reflect, we become more aware of patterns in our behavior, recognizing triggers that might lead to distractions or setbacks and finding ways to counter them effectively. Evaluating effectiveness. Reflection allows us to measure the effectiveness of our discipline strategies, whether they involve daily routines, goal-setting techniques, or time management practices. Staying motivated and connected to purpose. Reflecting on progress reminds us of why we started in the first place. By reconnecting with our original purpose, we renew our motivation and gain a clearer vision of the path ahead. Regular reflection fosters self-awareness, an essential component of personal growth. When we understand our strengths, weaknesses, motivations, and areas for improvement, we are better equipped to navigate the journey of self-discipline with confidence and resilience. 2. Reflection techniques for self-discipline. Reflection doesn't have to be an elaborate process. Even a few minutes of intentional thinking or journaling can yield valuable insights. Here are several effective reflection techniques you can incorporate into your routine. 1. Weekly and monthly check-ins. Set aside time each week and month to evaluate your progress. During these check-ins, assess how you've been doing with your goals, routines, and discipline practices. Ask yourself questions like, what did I accomplish this week, month, that I'm proud of? Were there any challenges or obstacles, and how did I handle them? Are there any patterns in my behavior that either support or hinder my progress? These regular check-ins give you a consistent opportunity to adjust your approach, celebrate small wins, and refocus on your goals. You may discover, for example, that certain tasks are more effectively completed in the morning, leading you to tweak your daily schedule accordingly. 2. Daily journaling. Journaling is a powerful tool for self-reflection and personal insight. Even a few sentences each day about your thoughts, struggles, and victories can help you gain a clearer understanding of your discipline journey. Some prompts to consider. What is one small thing I did today that contributed to my goal? How did I feel during moments of discipline or distraction? What could I improve upon tomorrow? Daily journaling builds a written record of your experiences, helping you spot trends over time and see the incremental progress that might otherwise go unnoticed. 3. Self-assessment exercises. Periodically conduct a more formal self-assessment where you rate or evaluate specific aspects of your discipline strategy. This can include time management. Are you using your time wisely? And do you stay focused during productive hours? Goal alignment. Are your goals still meaningful, or do they need to be revised? Distractions. What common distractions affect your progress, and how well are you managing them? By assessing specific areas, you develop a clearer understanding of where you're excelling and where improvements are needed, allowing you to adjust your strategy accordingly. 4. Visualization and future self-connection. Visualization isn't just for goal setting, it can also be used in reflection. Imagine yourself 6 months or a year from now. What does the disciplined, goal-achieving version of you look like? What habits do they have, and what obstacles have they overcome? Reflect on the gap between where you are now and that future version of yourself. This exercise highlights areas for growth and reminds you of the larger purpose behind your efforts, providing motivation to stay disciplined and make any needed adjustments. 3. Tracking progress and staying accountable. Tracking your progress is a cornerstone of reflection. When you can see tangible evidence of your efforts, you gain a sense of accomplishment that fuels your discipline. Furthermore, tracking allows you to recognize patterns, understand your growth trajectory, and identify areas that may need recalibration. Methods for tracking progress. Now, habit trackers use a habit tracker to monitor your daily and weekly habits. These tools provide a visual representation of your consistency and help you spot trends that might require adjustment. Goal milestones. Break down large goals into smaller milestones and track them as you achieve each one. This keeps you motivated, showing incremental progress while helping you assess whether your current strategies are effective. Performance metrics. For goals with measurable outcomes like fitness, time management, or productivity, use metrics to track your improvement over time. Numbers don't lie, and they provide concrete evidence of progress. Staying accountable through reflection. Accountability is a powerful motivator. By reflecting on your progress and sharing it with a mentor, accountability partner, or coach, you reinforce your commitment to self-discipline. Additionally, sharing setbacks and victories with others allows you to gain insights, encouragement, and fresh perspectives that you might not see on your own. 4. Assessing and adjusting goals. Sometimes the goals we set early on may no longer serve us as we progress. Reflection provides an opportunity to reassess these goals and make adjustments as needed. This isn't about giving up, it's about ensuring that your efforts are aligned with your evolving vision and values. Steps for assessing and adjusting goals. Evaluate relevance. Relevance. Ask yourself if each goal is still meaningful. As you progress, some goals may need to be modified to reflect new insights or changing priorities. Letting go of outdated goals or shifting focus can actually enhance your discipline, as it directs your energy toward what truly matters. Adjust goals for realism and challenge. Your discipline thrives on a balance between challenge and achievability. If your goals are too easy, you may become complacent. If they're too difficult, you risk burnout. Reflect on whether your goals are realistic yet challenging and adjust them accordingly. Set new milestones. As you reflect and adjust, set new milestones that reflect your current abilities and motivation. These smaller goals keep your journey dynamic and engaging, preventing stagnation while providing clear markers for progress. 5. Learning from setbacks and course corrections. In any disciplined journey, setbacks are inevitable. Rather than viewing them as failures, treat them as valuable learning opportunities. Through reflection, setbacks become stepping stones toward greater self-discipline and resilience. Using setbacks as learning opportunities. Identify the cause, reflect on what led to the setback. Was it due to lack of preparation, external distractions, or maybe a strategy that didn't work as intended? Reframe the experience rather than seeing the setback as a failure. Reframe it as a lesson. What can you learn from this experience and how can you use it to improve your approach? Implement adjustments based on your reflection. Make concrete adjustments. This could mean refining your strategy, revising your goals, or even adding new habits that address the root of the setback. Remember, setbacks are not the end of progress. They're opportunities to improve and adjust your approach, making you more resilient and disciplined. Embracing reflection for lasting self-discipline. The journey of self-discipline is far from linear. It's a process that requires constant evaluation, adjustment, and adaptation. Reflection is the compass that keeps us on course, helping us stay connected to our purpose, recognize our progress, and refine our strategies. Through regular self-reflection, tracking progress, assessing goals, and learning from setbacks, we create a disciplined strategy that is flexible, adaptive, and aligned with our growth. This approach allows us to cultivate a sustainable discipline that evolves with us, ensuring that we not only reach our goals, but do so in a way that is fulfilling and sustainable. Embrace reflection as an essential practice on your discipline journey, and watch as each adjustment brings you closer to the person you strive to become. Number 10. Long-term vision. Discipline is a lifelong journey. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Self-discipline is often seen as a means to an end, a tool we use to accomplish goals or develop habits that make us successful. However, true discipline is much more than that. It is not just a short-term strategy to achieve immediate outcomes, but a lifelong journey that shapes who we are and what we're capable of becoming. When viewed from this perspective, discipline takes on a deeper meaning. It becomes a continuous, evolving commitment that brings rewards far beyond our immediate goals. This article will explore the concept of discipline as a lifelong journey, discussing how to stay committed, adapt discipline to different life stages, and embrace growth. Along the way, we'll highlight the enduring benefits that make discipline one of the most valuable traits to cultivate for a fulfilling life. 1. Embracing discipline as a lifelong commitment. The journey of self-discipline doesn't end when we reach a certain milestone or achieve a specific goal. Each goal accomplished and each habit solidified is simply a stepping stone toward a bigger vision. Discipline is the process of consistently aligning our actions with our values, growth, and ultimate purpose, which evolves as we go through different phases of life. Viewing discipline as a personal philosophy. Beyond immediate goals, self-discipline extends beyond hitting a fitness target, advancing in a career, or achieving financial stability. These goals, while meaningful, are part of a larger journey toward personal development and life satisfaction. A personal value system, discipline becomes a guiding principle of philosophy that encourages us to take responsibility for our lives, make intentional choices, and continually grow. In this sense, discipline is less about restriction and more about empowerment. When we view discipline as an enduring journey, we're more likely to commit to it as a lifestyle, embracing it not just for the results it produces, but for the strength and confidence it brings to every aspect of our lives. 2. Staying committed to discipline through life seasons. Life is dynamic and constantly changing. Our goals and circumstances shift as we go through different stages, and our approach to discipline must evolve with them. What remains constant is the commitment to discipline, even if its form changes. Adapting discipline to different life stages. Early adulthood, for those beginning their careers or starting families, discipline may focus on establishing foundational habits, building resilience, and setting short to mid-term goals. Here, discipline is a tool for creating stability and consistency. Midlife challenges. As life becomes more complex, discipline may shift toward balancing responsibilities, maintaining health, and achieving long-term aspirations. Flexibility and balance become essential parts of a disciplined approach. Later stages. In the later stages of life, discipline may revolve around health, relationships, and mentorship. Discipline can transform into a means of leaving a legacy, giving back, and maintaining purpose and mental clarity. Recognizing that discipline changes with time prevents burnout and keeps us adaptable. Staying committed is about honoring the larger purpose behind self-discipline, recognizing that it's part of our personal journey and an evolving relationship with ourselves. 3. The enduring rewards of lifelong discipline. Long-term discipline pays off in ways that go beyond temporary achievements. Those who practice discipline as a lifelong journey report deeper, more enduring rewards, such as confidence, fulfillment, and resilience in the face of challenges. These rewards are not tied to any single goal, but are the cumulative result of a disciplined life. Confidence and self-respect. When we consistently meet our own standards and keep our commitments, we build self-trust. Discipline teaches us that we can rely on ourselves, boosting confidence and self-respect over time. Each small act of discipline strengthens our sense of capability, making it easier to face challenges with resilience and courage. Fulfillment and meaning. Discipline often involves aligning our actions with our values, resulting in a life of deeper purpose and satisfaction. It's not about living a life of restriction, but one of intentionality. When we're disciplined, we make choices that support our values and contribute to a sense of purpose, which leads to a more fulfilling life. Enhanced growth and adaptability. Because discipline requires self-reflection, learning, and adjusting over time, it fosters growth and adaptability. A disciplined approach means we're willing to learn from setbacks, adjust our strategies, and constantly improve ourselves. This mindset keeps us open to growth throughout life, preventing stagnation and keeping us receptive to new opportunities. 4. Lifelong discipline is a catalyst for growth. A disciplined life is one that encourages growth in every area: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Discipline allows us to stretch beyond our comfort zones, take on new challenges, and explore our potential in ways that wouldn't be possible without commitment and consistency. Practicing discipline is growth. Self-improvement with discipline. Self-improvement becomes a lifelong pursuit. It's about regularly examining our habits, beliefs, and behaviors, and making small adjustments that bring us closer to our potential. Each day presents an opportunity to be just a little better, and discipline is what allows us to seize that opportunity. Learning from setbacks, discipline teaches us to view setbacks as growth opportunities. Rather than being discouraged by challenges, we use them as lessons that inform our next steps. This resilience is a hallmark of a disciplined mind, allowing us to continuously improve. Viewing discipline as a growth journey shifts the focus from strict adherence to goals to ongoing self-development. We're not merely achieving, we're evolving. 5. Building a legacy through discipline. As we progress in our journey, the impact of our discipline extends beyond personal goals. The habits we cultivate, the challenges we overcome, and the standards we set serve as examples to those around us. In the later stages of life, the discipline we've practiced becomes part of our legacy, influencing our children, colleagues, and community, creating lasting influence. Role modeling for others. When we live a disciplined life, we inspire others to pursue their goals with dedication and perseverance. Discipline is contagious. It motivates those who witness it to believe in themselves and strive for greatness. Giving back. For many, discipline becomes a tool for giving back to others. Through mentorship, teaching, or community work, disciplined individuals often use their experience to help others build self-discipline and resilience. Discipline, in this sense, is more than a personal trait. It's a gift we can offer to others. Our lives become testaments to the power of discipline, showing others what's possible when we commit to growth and purpose. 6. Embracing growth with each life chapter. Every chapter of life brings new challenges and opportunities for growth, and discipline is what enables us to face them with courage and adaptability. The beauty of discipline is that it's not a fixed path, it's a journey that changes as we change, allowing us to grow through each stage with grace and resilience. Adapting goals to new chapters. With each life stage, our priorities and responsibilities shift, and so should our approach to discipline. A key part of maintaining lifelong discipline is recognizing when goals need to be realigned and when new habits need to be built. Flexibility doesn't mean a lack of discipline. It means honoring where we are in our journey and adjusting our strategies accordingly. Embracing lifelong learning. One of the most fulfilling aspects of long-term discipline is the commitment to lifelong learning. With each new stage, we gain wisdom and experience that we can apply to new goals and challenges. Discipline keeps us humble and open, reminding us that there is always room to grow, no matter our age or achievements. Discipline as a lifelong journey, not a destination. Discipline, when viewed as a lifelong journey, becomes a continuous source of strength, resilience, and fulfillment. It shapes who we are, allowing us to adapt, grow, and remain true to our values, regardless of life's changing circumstances. With discipline as a core guiding principle, we are able to face challenges, celebrate successes, and continuously improve ourselves. The journey of discipline brings rewards that are far-reaching and enduring. It builds confidence, fosters fulfillment, and strengthens our ability to navigate the ups and downs of life. Most importantly, it allows us to live a life that is intentional, purpose-driven, and inspiring to others. So embrace discipline not as a temporary means to an end, but as a lifelong commitment that empowers you to grow and achieve beyond your wildest dreams. Remember, discipline is not just about what you achieve, but about who you become along the way.